What's going on? This is your girl, Marky Lemons-Ryhal, real estate keynote speaker and Facebook Live host, and I love video. Today, I'm actually bringing on my own video man, the Justin Barr from J Barr Media. He is all things video. What's going on today, Justin?
What's up, Marky? Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Hey,
Video.
I'm excited too. I know that you know what? What's kind of funny, I always go back to how do I meet people, and I was watching some different videos from people in the Chicagoland area. They had these cool videos, and I'm like, why do they have cool videos and my videos aren't as cool as theirs? And so I reached out, I believe, to you because I wanted to have these super cool videos.
Mhm.
And you bring out so much personality in people in these videos. So I know that you do high quality videos, but what makes your videos unique and different than everybody else's videos?
Well, the one thing that I strive for is to bring out the personality in people's videos because personality sells, and we all know that. And at times, people need a little helping hand when it comes to the production of it, the direction of it, and the entire content creation of the videos. So I just give that helping hand. I'm able to bring out the USP in their brand, their unique selling proposition and what makes them different. So if they're an educator, if they know their stuff, I try to create content around becoming the expert. If they have a great personality, I try to focus on more attention getting videos, something that people are going to just appreciate, make them smile, and connect at that type of level. And there's so many different types of video to take advantage of when it comes to person
So
education and all that above.
Well, I know that I've seen Jessie Coleman. He's a local realtor.
Yeah.
I've also seen Gabrielle Mister.
Mm.
And when you talk about their unique selling propositions, their videos, even though you're doing the same style or technique in creating their videos, they're very distinctly different
Yeah.
based on their personalities. So
Yeah.
what do you call that style video? Because I know that you put me on a train and
Yeah.
then you had me standing outside of a condo building. What's the style video that you produce?
So that would, I produce honestly a wide variety of styles, but a lot of people, when it comes to social media and Facebook, they want to be entertained. So I produce videos that don't necessarily talk always about real estate. I think somebody told me only, 2 to 3% of your database on social media is really interested in the home buying or selling process. So it's that other 97% that we have to target. And that's where I call the attention marketing, or, focus on your database and get those referrals, a referral marketing approach. And if you can influence them, whether it is just to entertain them or make them smile or give them something of value. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If you can bring them some sort of value, emotionally impact them in some way that they leave as a better person watching your video, that's what matters. And it seems like people, they'd like to just humanize their brand through these fun personality attention type of videos. And that's what's fun because I like to make people smile and other people seem to get a kick out of them.
Yeah, you have some very funny videos. So a couple of things you mentioned. We talked about unique selling proposition, what makes that person different or unique. But you just said the word to humanize the brand, to make people smile, and to entertain. And actually, you've done a phenomenal job of incorporating that into your videos.
Thank you.
So let's say what if I'm preparing to come to you, what are some of the things that I need to do before we come in and we create this fun, engaging video? What do I need to do?
Well, you got to figure out really what's your brand? What's the core of you, and what are you going to provide to your audience? Who is your target audience? And you got to speak to them directly. Now, obviously the camera is intimidating. So there's so much preparation you need to do ahead of time before you even get on the camera. But it comes down to value. What do you want to provide them? And you have to make it clear. And that message has to come across directly to that audience. Now, I would just suggest If if you're an expert in your craft, if you know the real estate, the educational part of that, I think we would focus on an educational series. If you want to become likable and just have fun with your brand, we would focus more on the attention marketing type of videos. It's really about just figuring out what you are, what your brand represents, and then creating content around that brand, targeting towards the correct audience.
Okay. So I create video all the time on the
Yeah.
go. And I have a couple of tools, my go-to tools in my arsenal. What are three things that you believe every realtor would need as a tool in their arsenal if they were just going to create a video on the go?
Well, if they're going to create a video on the go, I would say, lighting is key. You got to have quality lighting because that truly makes a difference. Now, obviously, if you can create these videos outside, you don't need any type of lighting. Natural lighting is the best lighting out there. But if you're going to be creating these videos in an environment that you're comfortable in, which is most likely at home or in the office, you need to have, a correct lighting, which is all it takes is an umbrella light from Amazon that costs $20. Now you need to incorporate that with stability, which is your tripod, because a lot of people, it's fun. There's a certain time and place for handheld videos, but if you want to build that foundation of more of the professional produced videos, you deserve to have stability, lighting, and audio. And audio would just be a lavalier mic that you get off of Amazon as well, $15 or so, and combine those all together, and you can create a video that is a little more well produced than your traditional talking head videos and shakiness. It's just, but then it comes down to the editing, and that's another component of it where a lot of people, they're intimidated by editing software, and you can really learn this stuff yourself. iMovie is very user friendly. And iMovie, just if you can spend an hour a day for 3 days, 3 hours, you'll be able to get a good understanding on how to edit a video and put it together and piece it together. But the problem is real estate agents don't have time to do all that stuff. So that's where I secretly come into play at the end.
That's definitely where you come into play. So basically, when I'm thinking about this equipment list, right, you said a tripod, a light, and we're spending less than $75.
Oh, easily. You're spending, $50.
$50.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. If I had to sacrifice one, I have my own thought process on this.
Yeah.
Would you sacrifice lighting or would you sacrifice audio?
I would probably sacrifice the lighting because, well, I mean, audio, as long as they can hear you and understand you, content is king. So you'll still get your message across. I would say you probably don't need perfect lighting, but you can make that judgment. If you can see yourself on camera, then you'll be good enough.
You know what, let me say this. I am 100% in agreement because I use video for audio to text transcription and in order to create my podcast. So with that being said, I would always sacrifice the lighting to have the audio because if you have great audio, you can take that video and repurpose it into multiple forms of content.
Yeah.
So we've talked about having a unique selling proposition. So like my selling proposition is, and I tell everybody, hi, I'm Marky Lemons-Ryhal, social media speaker and Facebook Live host, generally when I'm introducing myself. Now I just shifted over to being the real estate keynote speaker because I want to do more keynotes. However, I tell everyone, I teach realtors how to earn up to a 2,682% ROI on their marketing dollars using social media and videos.
Wow.
One thing that I've noticed is that realtors want to service everybody. And in doing so, they're having problems finding their unique selling proposition because they want to be all things to all people.
Yeah.
With the realtors that I've seen you work with, a lot of them have a niche. So they understand who their customers are. And we talked about humanizing the video, everything. So I'm loving the subject because it's more than just creating a video.
Yeah.
It's about being human, and you make that human experience a little more fun. So when we talk about production and quality, I know that you do several unique things, and I'm appreciative that you gave that tip on iMovie. But yeah, the average realtor, they do not have a lot of time in
No.
order to learn, first of all, understand the tools, understand the technology,
Yeah.
but also edit.
Yeah.
What type of return are you seeing your clients receive? If you were to hear those great stories on why they come back to you time and time again,
Yeah.
what are some of those testimonials that you've received that make people keep coming back?
It's, you know, the testimonials that get or the videos that get the best feedback are the ones that are specifically meant to entertain on social media, because people in general, when they're scrolling through, they want to get some kind of, again, emotional benefit, some kind of value from these videos. And the ones that get the most attention are the ones that aren't even about real estate. They can be about real estate. You could say at the very end, you know, and by the way, I also sell houses. But the entire video could be something that's not even associated with real estate. And those are the types of videos that people will tag their friends, and they'll say, "Hey Julie, look what Marky's doing. Check out her video. I told her she's awesome. I told you she's awesome." And that's where the referral marketing approach comes into play, because if you can influence your database and they're the ones that tell their friends and family, the awareness is just, you know, increased by that much more. So it's hard quantitatively to measure video, unless they specifically say, "Hey, I saw your video. I want to work with you." But we all know consistency is key, and you can't expect to make one video and have that change the game. You gotta approach this as it's a marathon, and you have to constantly put yourself out there, and you ultimately will get the leads and the generation, you know, the awareness that you're looking for. It just takes time. And that's so I think really it's the videos that people appreciate, that you're not trying to sell them, you're not trying to just, you know, give them too much. It's just short and sweet and fun and to the point. And again, it humanizes the brand, and it makes you likable and relatable. And that's why I think people need to understand that real estate agents are just like us. They sell houses. So if you could relate to them on another level, I always tell people, you know, take your best asset. If you have, you know, if you're a great cook, try to incorporate cooking into your videos. People will love a real estate agent that learns how to cook. And that's, you know, and if you like dogs, talk about dogs in your videos. Everybody loves dogs. So just try to connect with them at some level.
I love the connectivity. When I'm talking to realtors, they always want to share their listing. And I know that you've definitely done some fun, entertaining listing videos.
Yeah.
However, the only problem with listings is that they all have 3 disqualifiers in it.
Mm-hmm.
That means that people don't want that location, they don't want that price point, or they do not want that bedroom, bathroom count.
Yeah.
So you keep saying connect with people. If you looked at Jessie Coleman, what was a video that you did for him, or one of the video? Let's go with Gabriel, because I know that he's done multiple ones.
Yeah.
Which one of his videos do you believe connected him the most to his audience? What was the theme behind the video?
I will quick one note on Jessie Coleman. I've done one video for Jessie, and he told me it got him 7 leads.
So you did one video for Jessie Coleman.
Yep, and
it got him 7 leads.
7 leads.
And you know what's funny? Jessie Coleman has participated in 30 and 30, which is our 30-day video challenge.
Nice.
So he posted the video there. Now, I think you produced that video for him a couple of years ago, and he is still posting that video. So he had a pizza party. He posted the video.
Jessie, you said you'd come back with me to produce another one, man. Come on. What are you waiting for?
Well, let me say this. Jessie is using the heck out of that one video.
I know he is.
And you see it all the time, right? And so it generated him 7 leads. And oftentimes when realtors are creating video, one thing that I see them fail to do, and I know that you and we sampled this last year for the Realtor Conference and Expo. We posted it with a call to action, and we saw how many people actually clicked on the link and how many people filled out the form. So I believe that realtors should do video, but they should always add a call to action, and they need to add a landing page in order to collect leads.
Yeah.
So in the video, I definitely think they should give a tip, you know, something that is timeless, right? Um, One of the tips would be an example like this. We have a lot of down payment assistance programs, and oftentimes in those programs, they will say that first-time home buyers. A lot of people don't know that a first-time home buyer is someone who has not owned a home in the past 3 years. That means that if someone had experienced a foreclosure or a short sale, they would be viewed as a first-time home buyer. So that's a tip
Yeah.
that they could give in the video, and now that video, they could use that video for years. I mean, that's been the
Exactly.
rule since I've been in the industry, and it's 20 years
Yeah,
now.
it's
So
evergreen.
year after year, right? So they can keep reposting that video. You know what? The point that you just made, or Jesse, is kind of funny. So you created a video for him a couple of years ago. It's timeless, and he keeps posting the video. And I'm sure as he continues to post, he'll generate more leads in the future.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It's
What if we go back to Gabriel, right? What's that one video? And what I kind of found out about him is that he's kind of a quiet person, but he looks like this very big, outgoing person in his videos.
Yeah, Gabe, you know, I come from an entertainment, like acting type of background. I mean, I've truly embraced video from day one, and that was 13 years ago. I was single-handedly the only person on social media doing video, because I knew that, I don't know if I knew this or not, I believed in myself that I could entertain people. I could make them laugh. I could do some sort of creative videos to just grab attention and make people look at me. And with Gabriel's videos, a lot of the times he says, Justin, he goes, I'm allowing you to create the content. I'm just going to be your actor, your talent. You do what you want with me. So for me, it's like, I love it because I can just create what I think people would like. If it was my video, I create videos what I think people would appreciate. And Gabriel's more than willing to put himself out there. And because he puts himself out there, he truly has found success in his videos because they're different, you know, and they're fun. And, you know, I've cloned Gabriel. I've had two of Gabriel's outside talking to himself. He has a landscaping company and he has a real estate company. I put him on a bench, you know, and that's the creative editing that I'm capable of.
You know what? That's funny. So, yeah, because you make it look like he's a twin. And so you got him from two angles,
Yep.
sitting at both ends of the bench, the left end, and then you put him on the right end. And he's
Yep.
talking to himself. And I
Yep.
think in one he has his real estate t-shirt, and in the other one he has his landscaping company t-shirt.
Yep. Yep.
I didn't think about, yeah, so you did two takes and then you merged them together.
Marky, when you want two Markies in one room, if people can handle that, I'm all for that. That could be something fun.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. So I know that we've done a couple of videos. We did one for the National Association of Realtors Conference. We did one talking about your products and your services. And I know that we were supposed to do another one a couple of weeks ago for, I think, the real estate digital marketing certification. So yeah, I have to rebook my appointment with you because I've gotten great feedback on the video. My problem was I did them for specific events.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in the future, I want to do one that's kind of general that I could use, make it timeless, just like Gabriel and them have done.
Yeah.
So what is one thing, what's one of the biggest questions that you get from realtors about video?
The biggest question, it really is, you know, where do I start? How do I start? What do I do? What content do I provide? You know, they don't know really what there is, what they want to say. And that's challenging. And it's just figuring out who your audience is and what value you're going to give to them. And video itself, I mean, it's intimidating. It can be very intimidating, but again, as you mentioned, nobody really cares what you look like. And that's one thing that people always, when I work with a client, 98% of them, they're not happy to be on camera at all. You know, and again, they're like, oh, I hate, you know, are you going to make me look good? You know, why is this day coming? For some odd reason, on that day, a lot of people are always sick as well. I don't know how that happens, but they're always sick on the day that we're going to shoot. But, you know, I've done a lot of videos recently, and a one that has worked really well is working with a partner, finding somebody that you are comfortable with, that if you're going to go for this educational series video, which I do this content series, like this 5 or 10 video content series, it's great because you find somebody you're comfortable with. It's an interview style video where you're not going to be talking directly to the camera. You're going to be talking to one of your best friends or whoever is there that's going to give you eye contact, kind of give you those, you know, comforting, reinforcing, you got this, you're doing well, keep it up, smiling. And you just talk to them like they're the audience. And I combine 3 cameras, 3 camera angles, put those all together. And it's a very professional, creative content series that is the foundation, I think, of your expertise in the industry. And that could be great for YouTube or a place where you want to just get those videos out of the way. And that's another thing is people, they get overwhelmed and stressed out about constantly having to create content, things like that nature. So when I do these educational videos, these content series, we shoot them all in one day. And we just get it out of the way. So if they shoot 10 videos, we keep the camera rolling. We ask the questions that the audience wants to hear, or it's more of a getting to know type of series where it's just what's your motivation? What's your passion? You know, why real estate? Just talk from the heart. And you just get all 10 questions out of the way in 2 hours. And then it's like a drip campaign. I edit it, I, you know, put it all together, and you'll have 10 videos that you can distribute once a week for 3 to 4 months. And you're good to go. And that way you're not stressed out about scripting it out. You're just having a conversation with your best friend. And once you can get over that fear, it's so rewarding. And one more thing is that, you know, people, you know, once you press play on a camera, it changes everything. You know, you're like, oh God, I have to be able to talk this and that. Nobody says you can't practice at home. Nobody says you can't film yourself talking for 10 minutes. Show your friends and family and say, hey, give me some positive, constructive criticism here. You know, what do you see I'm doing right? You should always focus on that first. And then say, what do you think I can improve on? And once they give you their honest opinion, you take it, you know, for what it is. And then you just, you do it again and you try to change those little minor, you know, flaws, I guess you can say. And also before you put yourself on camera, you know, think about something that really makes you happy. Close your eyes and imagine a happy place, right? Yeah, here we are. I'm in Hawaii right now. Actually, I'm in Costa Rica. And that changes your, you know, the feeling behind you, or just answer a question. What was your favorite vacation? If you can answer that ahead of time on camera, that gets you in a different mindset. So, yeah.
So you said you're doing a 2-hour recording with a 10 video series. How long are each of the videos?
So that's a great question because, you know, nowadays there's so many different platforms to use these, you know, and if you really want to keep them under a minute, which I'm sure, right, Mark, you still have up to a minute on Instagram, like not the actual live, but the upload, you know, videos outside of Instagram. Yeah. So if you want to do a minute or less, that would be key because then you could multi-purpose it. But I always say at least, you know, under 2 minutes, you know, just have this be the quick snippets of your, you know, what value you're going to give them. And then if you want to create longer videos that are 10, 15 minutes, those are the types of videos you can do a Facebook Live on, or do those and put those on YouTube, and always have that call to action and say, hey, for more information about this, check out my longer version on YouTube where I talk more in detail about this specific subject. But it's always just enough information that they're intrigued. You know, you got that curiosity gap, where they know what they see, but they just want to learn a little more. So I always encourage them no more than 2 minutes, a minute to a minute and a half. Just keep it to the point, hit them with the punches, and just let it flow naturally. And if you mess up, I can, you know, I'm an expert at my craft, so I can edit that stuff out real quick for them. But I try to tell them to keep it as natural as possible.
Keep it as natural as possible. You know what's kind of interesting, because we all make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people like to see those mistakes.
Yeah.
And what I'm enjoying is the fact I never even thought about utilizing you to record a video series where we then take that video, which we can definitely have on a YouTube or in Facebook, but then to also set it up as a email marketing campaign.
Yeah.
And now that I'm thinking about that, not only could you set it up as an email marketing campaign, you could also come into Facebook and have that same video to deliver every day. So you could deliver it because you can schedule that post. So you can deliver those posts in sequence across multiple platforms, telling a story over time. So that's a good way to definitely engage with people, something that I never even thought about doing. I guess I thought about it, but I didn't give it enough thought. So you clarified that for me.
And you mentioned, Marky, you mentioned real quick something about story. I mean, that's the key. You got to tell stories. People love stories. So if you can incorporate a story and also give them some sort of value and just keep them on the edge of their seats, I mean, you've hit the gold mine. People should practice more storytelling techniques in their videos, because I needed to do that as well. I need to incorporate more storytelling, because that's really all video is, it's telling stories.
My top performing videos all had a story to them. Every last one that did extremely well, there was a story to be told. And so I'm an advocate for storytelling. It is a craft, something that I never really took classes on, but I probably should go take classes. But I tell it from A to Z, and some have worked very well, some haven't worked so well. So I've gone back and I've worked on those stories. I guess one of the stories I often tell in classes about how I started using social media and technology because of the 2006 profile of buyers and sellers. And I tell them what it was like to be at home on maternity leave, breastfeeding a child, and didn't quite know why I needed to post anything to Facebook, but the numbers compelled me. And so, yeah, that A through Z, painting that vivid picture and being entertaining inside of the video. But I'm loving the whole series, because now you've given me a couple of other things to think about, which would definitely be to put them on YouTube, but then to deliver them via email, or to set up a schedule to pre-post them on Facebook. And I know that you do a lot with horizontal videos. What are you seeing with stories or vertical videos?
To be honest, that's an arena that I haven't really played around too much. I haven't, I know Instagram, loves vertical video, right? Is that correct? Or are they more like a square based video?
Well, they now have IGTV, which is a vertical dedicated channel. Just kind of IGTV is to vertical video what YouTube has historically been to horizontal video. And so they just changed the algorithm and how that content posts. So I've personally seen a 818% increase in my IGTV views.
Wow.
But I'm using an app called InShot in order to take my horizontal videos and put them inside of a vertical frame or a story frame.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been working. I was wondering, had you seen anyone who wanted to create, video for just IGTV, because that would definitely be another option.
No, I have not, but I think you might be my go-to lady right here.
Oh, well, that'll be great. That'll be great. So I know that you have, you used to focus on Chicago quite strong, but now you're traveling, you're speaking, you're consultant offices, I know in California. Tell people how they can connect with you, hire you to come in and create these entertaining videos. Where do they find you online, and what do they need to do?
Absolutely. I would suggest, I love welcoming people to be my Facebook friend. As long as they're in it for the right reason, that's a platform that they can truly get a good understanding of the type of videos that I provide, because I'm constantly sharing my clients' videos. I'm trying my best to have time to produce my own videos, because I personally love being in front of the camera to entertain. And I try to do that more, but I would say friend request me on Facebook, Justin Barr. You can always shoot me an email. We'll go with Justin Barr at jbarmedia.com. I'm in a rebranding phase. I'm also the Chicago video dude. But you can do Justin Barr, jbarmedia.com, or 419-503-0417. And then my website, which is constantly a work in progress, is jbarmedia.com as well.
So jbarmedia.com. Well, I know you my video guy. I know
Thank you.
that I need to come back and create some more videos. I'm thinking about this series.
Yeah.
So every time I talk to you, we come up with another entertaining idea. And I'm going to see if I can actually take one of the videos we created and add it to the end of this so that people can get a sample of your work. But what we'll do is we'll make sure that we give them some examples, because I need them to see these entertaining videos and how you use green screen and pop people in and pop people out. So you can connect with my guy, Justin Barr, at J Barr Media. This is your girl, Marky Lemons-Ryhal. Thank you for tuning in today.
Thank you,
Woo!
Marky.